Have you ever not been able to sleep? Not because of insomnia or caffeine consumption or just because you're like crying into your pillow, but because of a sunburn? I have a confession. I did a no-no. I did a bad.
Just did a bad thing.
I did wear sunscreen, but the sunscreen failed me royally. I got fucking burned. Really, really bad.
I regret the thing I did.
And if you'll notice, my shoulders, my back, my body are destroyed, but my face is totally fine. Well, let me share with you what the f happened. I love Versed as a brand, but one of their sunscreens was disgusting. And this is where I made the mistake. This is the Versed Guards Up Daily Mineral Sunscreen. And there's actually some drama about this on the internet because apparently there was like something about a less than ideal manufacturing something or other, and some of the products came out gritty. Now I knew this, but I didn't know that when I first bought it. So when I first got this, I was like, oh my God, this is just such a terrible tinted sunscreen. Like this looks and feels disgusting. I can't put this on my face. And so I didn't. And so what did I do? Well, after opening it, I put it on my sunscreen shelf and it kind of got pushed to the back of my sunscreen shelf. You fucking know that products expire, Cassandra Bankson. This is an SPF 35 and it was so disgusting on my face that I was like, you know what? I'm going to put it on my body. And I did. And I've used it a couple of times, but this one day I was on the beach, it was blistering hot, and guess who didn't fucking reapply? The reason why I didn't reapply is because the grit in this is so disgusting. When you do, it feels like you're exfoliating your skin. It feels like sandpaper. It's like, why would I exfoliate my skin with the sunscreen if I have the sand right here on the motherfucking beach? And again, I am just trying to use this up because I don't like it. I'm trying to get through it. I don't want to waste my products, but I may have caused myself skin cancer by trying to be a thrifty, frugal little bitch. So that is what happened, because fun fact, a lot of people don't know, even if you have never gotten burnt before, you just have one sunburn literally this bad, it can absolutely cause skin cancer. And I hate to say this, but I need to be transparent as authenticity is one of my core values, but I actually have a very small but very sad collection of very bad sunburn photos. And fortunately, I need to add this one to the list. But what's so sad about this one is that this one happened in California. I don't have the travel excuse. I don't have the equator excuse. I literally have, Cassandra, you're a thrifty bitch and you didn't reapply your sunscreen like you should have, and you used a shitty old expired product. Well, I had to do something about this. My skin was literally burning. I could feel it stinging. My whole body was hot. I couldn't lay down on the bed. You see, my face was fine because I was using this. This is a mineral sunscreen. This is the Madagascar Centella Air Fit Sunscreen Plus SPF 50 plus. This is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It goes so nicely on my face, but because it is a tinier bottle and I got it from Korea, I do want to use it sparingly. It treated my face well, but the Versed one did not. So when I first saw this, I was like, okay, am I going to blister? I've never had a sunburn that has blistered before, but if your sunburn actually blisters, that's literally a 2nd degree burn. That is not good, and you do not want to pick it. What I did do was take a shower and wash my body, yada, because you do not want dirt, bacteria, grittiness to be on your skin. Now, there are antibacterial washes. I opted not to use one of those. I did use this one. This is the Nécessaire body wash. It's because it's what's in my shower, and it's because I know my skin likes this. Now, this does have a little bit of lemon, a little bit of apple. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. I would recommend the most basic cleanser, and again, antibacterial, but this is what I had on hand, and I just had to clean my body, yada. And a lot of people think that, you know, when you have a sunburn that you just need to like let it dry out and like, you know, even peel it off. Do not do that. Keeping things moist is going to be helpful. Now, you don't want to keep things suffocated. For example, if you have a burn, you want to put it in cold water. You do not want to suffocate it. We've actually spoken about what to do in the case of a very bad burn. But for me, I was trying to get my skin to calm the fuck down. Now, thankfully, there was a conversation that I had with a dermatologist and a bunch of cosmetic chemists. I want to say it was back in November of last year, where I learned about the Elta MD Skin Recovery Serum. Now, Elta MD is amazing. They are a very professional line that a lot of doctors and derms use. And this specifically was something that thankfully I learned about before I actually needed it in an emergency situation, which is what I hope this video will do for you, so that you can learn about these things, so that you know what to do before an emergency sunburn situation happens. And I know it's kind of the end of summer, so I hope this isn't too late, but hey, I got through most of the summer without a burn, and then she f***ed up. Always, right? Right. This right here is the Skin Recovery Serum, and it is literally made to help a damaged skin barrier. They actually did a study, and again, it was a brand study, but they did a study, and they showed the massive amounts of reduction in hyperpigmentation, reduction of oxidative stress in the skin. And this is a very lightweight product. It does go on very nice. It has Centella asiatica, which is also what's in this. It also has glycerin, which is a humectant, and sodium hyaluronate related to hyaluronic acid, which is amazing for wound healing. It's also got amino acids like glycine in here, here which are super supportive to the skin. And when I put this on, again, it's a very lightweight formula, but it does feel very soothing. Now this right here is from Dr. Sam. Dr. Sam Bunting is an amazing cosmetic derm here on YouTube and in the UK. Like, she's an actual person. She's not just a figment of the internet or of my imagination. But she has a skincare line which you know creates some of my favorite sunscreens, some of the best products that I have personally ever used. She has this Flawless Revival Mask, and although this is a face mask, it is a deep hydration face mask. You can use this as a face mask and rinse it off, or you can use this as an overnight mask, one of those sleeping masks. In Korea, they call them sleeping packs or derma packs. This is amazing, and it is so luxurious on the skin. This has water, this has shea butter, this has squalane, this has glycerin, basically all of the hydrating, skin supportive things that you can think of. And then no fragrance and nothing that's going to irritate the skin. Very, very basic in a sense, but it's made by a cosmetic derm and it feels so elegant on the face, on my body. That's why I like that it's a big tube, because I got a big back and my big back was a big burned. So this is what I went for. Now during the day, I did not use this. I might use a little bit of that kind of as a moisturizer, but during the day I did actually go with a sunscreen. And I was originally gonna go with the Ulta MD, but this stuff is expensive. So what I did use is one of my favorite face sunscreens. This is completely mineral, so I knew it wouldn't irritate my skin. And I've actually used this on an island that prevented me from getting a major sunburn, so I knew that this would work. Now the thing is, again, because it's expensive, I was like, I only want to use, you know, the nice things on my face, whereas I can kind of save the less nice things or the big container things for my body. We were past the point of no return. You know, the no regrets tattoo needed to be laser removed because I was having major regrets. And then I was traumatized. I was scared. So yes, it's expensive, but I put this all over my body. This is the Squalane and Zinc Sheer Mineral Sunscreen. This is an SPF 30 and it is excellent. It is expensive, but it is excellent. Don't use expired products. I'm going to get the real versed one, the one that wasn't like a bad batch and is non-grainy. I'm gonna compare the two because it's my fault for not reapplying and for letting it expire, but you know what happens to us? And even if you're feeling like a sad cactus, give yourself a little bit of water, a little bit of hydration, and you know, you just gotta pick up and tomorrow is gonna be another day. Do stay hydrated both orally and topically. Reapply a non-expired SPF and always be beautiful both inside and out. I have to go through my sunscreen cabinet and see what else is expired because I do not want to run into an issue like this again. I buy too much sunscreen, but I need to buy a little more because I use it, almost all of it, except for the gritty ones. Okay, love you and I can't wait to see you in this next video. Bye.